Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hitting all the right notes, Vanderbilt made sweet music last year, going 10-3. They had a magical run, but Clark Lee has to replace his dynamic playmaking quarterback, Diego Pavia. They've got the facilities, the recruiting, and the exciting city to build around in Nashville. Vanderbilt looking for another big year in 2026. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Commodores headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Delaware's offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Took it all the way back to the house.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside, it's Silver. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Graves. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Commodores offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Silver. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. To be shifting in this team's favor.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spence. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Carter. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down.
Here's a little room there, and he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The play action fake. Looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Commodores! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch.
Might have a chance. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Snagged in the middle. It's Graves. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to throw it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Ellison. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Offense gets set for second down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Got it behind the line. It's Sherrill. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. With the catch, it's Graves. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ellison. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Dropping back, it's Carter. Pulls it in, it's Spence. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The option look. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Silver. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Ellison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Hens moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Ellison. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Good timing on the quick out. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Blue Hens, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Ellison. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Nashville. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. This is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Running inside, it's Alexander. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fakes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
On third and short, trying. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Finding some room.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, the blue hen off inside. It's Silver. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dan.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. He's got it. Oh, I'm out of space. Touchdown, Vandy. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. He goes right back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Looking for room. It's Alexander. Bringing it back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Pushes ahead for one, it's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd down following the sack by the D. Back to pass, it's Carter. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. All wideouts, no backs. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pucks it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Caught, and he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Commodores come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Doors! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They feed him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. On the move, it's Alexander. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it's Spence. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the move. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it again on the option. Runs through it and runs through another guy. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back in motion, try to quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell.
Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Gets the back moving.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And
deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Loose in the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, special situations.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
The pitch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just...
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. and they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes it past the marker. Flying out to the left. The 20. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vandy.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Taking the field down, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Snagged on the outside, it's Wilson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down. It's late in the fourth quarter right now.
Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Caught over the middle. It's Spence. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Alexander. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches. You're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.